impactful research projects funded by various institutions, focusing on scientific cloud computing and hybrid computing systems. Professor Prahalada's dedication to academia is mirrored in his teaching endeavors, covering a range of subjects from BTech and MCA students. With over 70 publications in national and international conference, more than 7 book chapters, and numerous invited talks, Prahalada's multifaceted contributions underscore his profound impact on the field of computer science and technology. I welcome you, sir. I request Principal Madam to felicitate the Chief Guest. I take immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Janet Mary Coates, Principal, East Point College of Higher Education. Dr. Janet Mary Coates, Principal, East Point College of Higher Education, has completed her graduation in St. Philomena's College, Mysore, and has 3 post-graduation in Commerce, Management, and Computer Science. She has her doctorate in Six Sigma concepts from Indian School of Business Management. Madam has had a humble beginning as a faculty member and a rich experience of 2 decades as a principal, dean, operations manager, academic head in renowned colleges by setting up the academic system in all places. She was acclaimed as ISDM for her renowned contributions in the field of education in her research. Madam has also been the chairperson for Board of Examination at Bangalore North University for Management, Aircraft Maintenance and Aviation Management disciplines. She has rich experience in framing syllabus for BSc Aircraft Maintenance and MBA in Aviation Management, which outstands her contribution to the field of education. She is also on the editorial for the journal Pranav Publications, Chennai. Her interest in nurturing young minds with love and care is a passion achieved. We welcome you, Madam. Dr. Gopal Krishnan, sir, HOD, Department of Commerce, to felicitate Principal. Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to welcome Mrs. Shilpa Patil, IILP, East Point College of Education. Shilpa Prabhu Patil, currently serving as the head of Industry Institute Integrated Learning Programs at East Point Group of Institutions. She is also an assistant professor at East Point College of Engineering, Bangalore, in Computer Science Department. She holds MTech degree in Computer Science and Engineering. She has a total of 11 years of experience in teaching field and 2 years of experience as RPA developer at her own. Her area of interest is robotic process automation. She is currently training more than 150 students for certification on RPA UiPath at East Point. She is a 2-level certified from UiPath as Advanced RPA Developer. She is a recipient of Professional Development Award from UiPath in the year 2023. She has initiated and guided automation projects involving student teams, and her dedication to education was recognized when she was featured as Educator of the Week on the UiPath Academic Hub in July 2023. Furthermore, she actively contributed to the placement of 15 final year students in the RPA domain at her previous company, showcasing her commitment to bridging the gap between education and industry through practical RPA training initiatives. Additionally, she has a passion for sharing knowledge and insights in the field of RPA, reflected in her enthusiasm for writing blogs on the subject. Prior to East Point, she has worked in PES School of Engineering and Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering, Bangalore. On a personal note, Shilpa believes in improving competitiveness and growth in herself and students. She was a speaker for many workshops and FDPs conducted by various organizations. Shilpa is an academic alliance coordinator for UI Path on behalf of East Point. She was also an academic alliance coordinator for EMC Corporation on behalf of East Point. She met more than 100 students for EMC, CIS, and ISL certification at East Point. She is a recipient of EMC Game Changer Award during EMC Academic Summit in the year 2015. I welcome you, madam. Madam, well stated. Thank you, madam. Now I would like to welcome Dr. Gopal Krishna, sir, HOD, Department of Commerce. Sir, I welcome you, sir. I request Gopal ma'am to state Gopal Krishna, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. A brief note about East Point institutions. It was a dream that began decades ago. The MG Charitable Trust started the East Point group of institutions with the aim of making a difference to the education scenario by providing a complete bouquet of learning. East Point Group of Institutions, Bengaluru, was funded by an educationist and philanthropist, Dr. S.M. Venkatapati, in the year 1997 under the aegis of MG Charitable Trust. With primary school education to post-graduation programs in medical, engineering, humanities, health science, basic sciences, and management, these institutions have been attracting a student body from all over the world. With the educational facilities that are geared towards all-round growth, East Point empowers students with real knowledge that would be demanded by the corporate world. Within a short span, East Point Group has carved a niche for itself in the world of education. This was possible only because of its focus and commitment to a strong value system. At the heart of East Point Group's journey lies the deep-rooted belief that education has the power to transform lives, uplift communities, enlighten minds, nurture talents, and foster a brighter, more empowered future for all. East Point Group of Institutions remains committed to this mission. Now, may I request the students Celestine Biju, Desna Matthew, Anushri Avi to come on the dais for the invocation song. I request the gathering to rise when the invocation song starts.
Nandana Gajanana Girijanandana Niranjana Gauri Nandana Gajanana Girijanandana Niranjana Parvati Nandana Shubhanana Parvati Nandana Shubhanana Gajanana Shubhanana Gajanana Shubhanana Kali Pragoma Kali Prasanna Kali Pragoma Kali गजानना गिरिजानन्दन निरञ्जना गौरी नन्दन गजानना गिरिजानन्दन निरञ्जना षण्मुखसोदर गजानना षण्मुखसोदर गजानना गजानना शुभानना गजानना शुभानना काली प्रभुना काली प्रसन्न काली प्रभुना काली प्रसन्न नन्दन गजानना गिरिजानन्दन निरञ्जना गौरी नन्दन गजानना गिरिजानन्दन निरञ्जना गिरिजानन्दन निरञ्जना गिरिजानन्दन निरञ्जना.
Thank you, delegates. Now, I would like may I request the dignitaries to proceed to right now. I request the gathering to rise. Thank you. Now, may I request Dr. Janet Mary Coates, Principal, East Point College of Higher Education, to address the gathering. Good morning to all of you all. No voice? Dignitaries on the stage. Dr. Prahalada Reddy, East Point Technology. Dr. Gopal Krishna Sir, HOD, Commerce, East Point College of Higher Education. Shilpa Ma'am, Head of Industry and Education Learning, Interaction Learning Program. I have Shilpa Ma'am done a lot of work for the students, CPC. Thank you for that. Along with her, I would also like to welcome Mrs. Vani Shri Ma'am, heading the Humanities Department of East Point Group of Institutions. Mr. Sachin, Placement, Head of East Point Group of Institutions. And my dear teachers, and today we have the delegates who are called for the Faculty Development and Empowerment Program. So today we are here to understand, to know, and to see how we can cope up with the age of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence was coined in the year 1970 already in India. Because even I can remember when I completed my MCA in 2000, we had a subject of artificial intelligence, we had fuzzy logic, and which was connected, collaborated with neural networks. So that was the age when artificial intelligence came into being. Little did we understand that artificial intelligence would grow to this extent in 2024. Now it is a challenge for you to understand how you can deploy into this generation of artificial intelligence. Maximum of the employment can be curbed down when we look into artificial intelligence emerging in the industry level. When we say artificial intelligence, it is not only in the industries, but it is also getting into education. How many of us know about it? How many of us know about it that artificial intelligence is getting into education also? Yes. Why? How? How am I going to learn? Maximum of us, when we look into education, artificial intelligence in education, we concentrate on ChatGPT. All are so happy. Yes, ChatGPT is very useful for me. I need not study English. I need not study grammar. I need not know anything about grammar. I can just ask a question in the ChatGPT and I get the answer. This is not so. Get back to the days when technology came into being and each one of us have mobiles in our hands. When we were studying, that is, when I was studying and my age group we were studying, we had something called as firewall in our computer science lab departments because we were not allowed to go into those websites which were not relevant for us during our education days because we would be very timid. We would not understand the consequences of watching such websites and we were protected. Our thought provoking was completely clear, focused in what we are supposed to do. Later on, when technology came into your palms, everything was open, and now you are in an era which you are totally confused of what you should watch, what you shouldn't. Where your understanding leading to are all the things, whatever you watch on the mobile phones is going to help you in your future or you are just whiling away your time is a question for you. Again, I don't say technology has not grown to greater heights where it has helped us in all the fields. I do acknowledge, but there are it has its own limitations where we have to understand what is the limit that I can browse or what is the limit that I can get into any website, how many hours, is it going to be helpful for me, how is my intellectual going to increase in this, where can I deploy such concepts what I am going to watch on my mobiles. Little do we understand that we have lost a lot of time when we look into unwanted things on the mobile. The same thing calls for when we are talking about artificial intelligence. I am not demeaning artificial intelligence. Definitely, it has helped the humanity in a greater way. What one human is working, sorry, 100 human people who are working in an industry, definitely that can be done by one concept of artificial intelligence. There will be drawbacks. There are drawbacks. For example, I think in 2022, there was an accident in Australia where uh, the car was driven by an AI. And there was literally an accident. Who is going to be blamed? Can the car be taken to the court of law and can we have a suit against the car saying that this happened because of the car? Then what do we do? Who is supposed to be blamed? Who is taken for accountability for it? So slowly they devised a plan that a human being called as the driver should be there present in the car in case of any accidents, in case of any representation by the AI, where it cannot understand if a pedestrian is just in front of the car. We have devised and we have planned, we have given the input to see that when there are obstacles in front of you, images in front of you, you're not supposed to be moving. That is artificial intelligence. Who is to be taken up with the accountability was a question mark. So we are not dealing artificial intelligence over there. It is how we give intelligence to the system even in our absence. So not only this, artificial intelligence has got into all the disciplines, from the banking sector, from your education sector, from your industries, everywhere. The next level, what you are going to live in is with artificial intelligence. Don't see that your mind is blocked to say that many of the opportunities for employees in the company is going to be lost. Not at all. Artificial intelligence it has got its own priorities, and we are always there to add hold and see that we direct it. Okay. So these 5 days of what knowledge you are going to get, it is not only from the educationists, it is also from the industry people. Why we have called the industries for this FDE is you get hands-on experience. Please don't miss this opportunity. You are going to get hands-on experience of how artificial intelligence can be used in your education, how artificial intelligence can be used in your workplace. Okay, so all this you are going to have hands-on experience. So kindly get your laptops for the remaining days. The hands-on experience begins immediately from the next slot of the IFDP and FDP also. Okay, so please see that you get your laptops and get this rich experience of hands-on. It is going to be helpful to you once you get into your jobs. Or those who are already working, this is going to be a great opportunity. So, with humble submission, I welcome you all for the FDE for all the 5 days. Thank you. God bless. Thank you, madam, for giving us a brief information about AI. Now, I call Dr. Gopal Krishna, HOD, Department of Commerce, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Very good morning, everybody. Yes, there is some of the dayas, my dear participants, the students, respected Principal Madam and the Chief Heads of the Day, Mr. Prahlad, sir. To talk about this program, it's really a great opportunity. First of all, I congratulate all the participants who have registered for this program. It is a 5 days program, and as you all know about the agenda and the program, it covers the major important aspects of your career. In fact, by the end of this 5 days, definitely you will be getting a vast knowledge about all these points. May not be directly helpful for exams, but definitely it will be helpful for your jobs, for your interviews, for your career. Because it is talking about so many concepts like artificial intelligence metaverse. It is about a kind of, even though you are virtually going to do something, it will give you an opportunity that as if you are present in the same place itself. It is like 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, and all as done in the civil engineering. There are softwares available if you want to see a building. The software will take you inside the building and it will actually you will give the feeling that you will be touching the things. Similar way, this metaverse also will be giving you a kind of feeling that you are involved in the work, whatever the kind of development work or any kind of work which you are doing in the systems. As if you are there directly involved, this will be an opportunity. This metaverse which will be handled in one of the sessions. Then all of you must be knowing ChatGPT, even though you depend on ChatGPT, there are a lot of advantages. So how you can really exploit it, use the word exploit this ChatGPT will be there in one of the sessions. It will be very, very useful for you. Definitely it will reduce a lot of your time, but don't depend on ChatGPT for everything. Just put your brain and your thinking and your abilities and capabilities. Just take the ChatGPT ChatGPT as a kind of assistant for you. Don't take it completely. It will actually spoil and you will become biased. Your original talent will not come out if you just depend on ChatGPT completely. So there will be a session on that, and there will be a session on image extraction and neuro imaging. It is newly emerging. Actually, imaging is a newly emerging one, and the image extraction is a wonderful topic. To get the idea about 1 hour talk, will give you excellent knowledge about this. This will be really helpful for you for your understanding. See, after attending this 5 day program, 5 days program, if one of the topic you are going to be interested, you can look for that. There are courses available in all these topics, courses available under Swayam and NPTEL and other MOOC platforms. Just do a 12 weeks program or an 8 weeks program, get the certification. Then you can actually go for a particular field also. Actually, go study basics of certain things of that particular topic in your MCA or BCA or in your any other career, but you would have taught all these things. But still, you can actually improve your knowledge in the area and get into that particular aspect in your career. There are lots of opportunities available. I was just looking at the job opportunities available in South India regarding computer field. It was showing me 3,000 AI jobs are available in Bangalore. Artificial intelligence based jobs are available right now. Just I was browsing and linked it, it was showing. Then about 11,000 jobs are available in various fields related to AI in South India. This is what the statistics are just taken in from the mobile. So such kind of opportunities are available. Then you also going to talk about or learn something about deep learning, which is a concept which is very, very important. There is no limit or level to get inside the particular topic. Machine learning and deep learning and all is there. So to what level, what extent you are going to exploit and understand and get into the particular field. Then there will be a section on NLP. It will be giving you programming. This will be giving you an excellent methods for improving or for improving your capacity and potential and make use of the resources available for improving your knowledge. Then one more session on robotic process automation. Actually, Madam Shilpa Madam is going to handle that session. It's an excellent work. She has done a lot of work in that particular area. The robotic process automation. Robot itself is automation. Then automating the process of robot itself is another concept. You will get a lot of new things. New learning will be there in the next 5 days. Definitely, the kind of knowledge which you are going to get in these 5 days. After 5 days, you will be a kind of transformed person. You will be if you are really concentrating on understanding and if you are putting efforts. I really want management to get this opportunity. It is actually a small amount is charged as a registration, but most of the expenses are taken care by our management. It is sponsored by the management. We can say we thank our management and lots of opportunities available for you to learn more things. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for informing the gathering how best to use AI in various fields. Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Mrs. Shilpa Patil, Head IIALB East Point College of Institutions, to address the gathering.
Good morning, all. Good morning, respected Principal Ma'am, Janet Ma'am, Prahlad Sir, and Gopal Krishna Sir, Anushree Ma'am, students, staff, and all other participants. A very good morning. First of all, I thank Janet Ma'am and the team for choosing me a resource person for this RPA. So we will be meeting on Friday for my session. Okay, very interesting topic. So this FTP program, AI, unleashing AI with ChatGPT, RPA, NLP. So it's a very trending topic if you all have seen. How many of you have know what is artificial intelligence? AI is artificial intelligence, right? So, where have you all come across in your daily life? Any small example? Pardon me? Healthcare. Okay. Apart from that, in your daily life, anything that you are using which is related to artificial intelligence? Okay. How about Alexa and Siri? Yes? Many of us have that. So, how do these work? What do the Alexa and Siri do for you? Answer the question. Say, for example, a simplest work, or the thing that I can get it done from Siri or Alexa is say set up an alarm. I tell Siri, hey Siri, please wake me up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock morning. Set your alarm. So how does it recognize that? See, anybody apart from me, say in my house, I have two, three members. If anybody speaks, will, say I have done settings for myself. Okay. So apart from me, say if my kid goes and set up an alarm, do you think it will recognize? No. Why? Voice. So that is one of the application of AI. It would have registered my voice in its system and it would have learned from patterns, right? That this is my voice, this is Shilpa's voice, and whenever she gives any command, I should be following it, right? So this artificial intelligence is a domain where it's a technology that you learn from that a machine or a computer learns from patterns, right? And it tries to simulate human intelligence. That is what is artificial intelligence, right? So being, as Ma'am said, it has been coined long time back in 1970s, and now AI has completely taken up all the platforms here, right? Not only, as Ma'am said, AI has come in education, right? So you would have come across if we compare the earlier education system before Corona and after Corona, there's so many applications. There are so many people visiting our college, showcasing their apps. They're asking us to how to. I mean, you can use these apps for your education system. Completely automated, right? This was not there before Corona. After Corona, the entire scenario has changed. Everything is automated, as you know. There are so many manual works that have been automated, right? And so many applications don't even need uh, human decision because everything is simulated. Human brain intelligence and decision making capabilities are all built within AI. So according to few surveys, okay, AI going in next 5 years, is going to completely almost 80% of jobs will be taken up by AI. Right? So the scenario, the same thing what we are witnessing today will not be the same in the next 5 years. Already, according to the reports, they say that 15% have already lost the jobs. Now going further, nearly 80% is going to lose the jobs. See, losing the job doesn't mean that we will be unemployed. It is up to us how we upskill ourselves, right? Now, for example, if you come up any AI-based any software or tool comes up, and somebody has to be there to know how it works. Somebody has to know how to configure it, how to handle that in a company. Right? So, y'all should be educated on intelligence, artificial intelligence, its technologies, its algorithms, and whatever is now in the market. So we should not be afraid that we will be losing job, but in turn we should be in the race. The sooner we upskill, we will be in the race. Or we will be displaced. Right? So now AI is in different fields. It's in healthcare. Many students now projects in the final year projects we have come across detection of cancer, detection of skin disease, all using AI and machine learning algorithms. Right? So that is all in healthcare. In logistics, AI is there, right? In management, in education, as I said, any students, there are different set of students. Some student is a very slow learner, some student is a medium, and some student is a very fast learner. If I do it manually, and it's very difficult for me to make a curriculum for a slow learner, a fast learner, or a medium learner. I have to make, see, if I want everybody to score good, I will have to personalize that content and give it, right? So that it is easily understood by each of them. If the fast learner may pick up very slow, he may understand. When it's slow learner, I will have to put more detail. So all these manual tasks, what I was doing so far, is all done by AI now. Content curator, curriculum designing, attendance management, all these have come into education sector where everything is getting automated due to this AI, right? So there are every field has to be using this artificial intelligence, and no doubt in the coming years this AI will take all the jobs. So it's you will be risk. So the sooner you upgrade yourself and learn all the skills that are trending now, and you should not only be thinking of the current situation, you should be thinking ahead in 5 years, next 5 years after I graduate, what would be the job market, what skills would be there. So thinking, keeping all that in mind, as students, as educators, everybody should be upskilling to this. Right? So we will. So there will be, as Sir said, there will be more sessions on this AI. So have a fruitful workshop. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Now, I request our chief guest and keynote speaker, Dr. Prahalada Rao, BB, Director, Research and Development, Professor EPCET, to address the gallery.
Good morning to all. This is a 5 day session, and there are very interesting talks and covering various topics. I've seen the program, and yesterday I was in a question dilemma. So, what should be my talk? Like, is it a trends how AI is going today, or it is how scary they are, or what should be there? After seeing the talks and all that, then I thought that I should not repeat whatever being addressed by some of the speakers. So then I thought that the program needs a setting of what is AI. Maybe not all of you might have done the study already, but assuming that a wide different types of skills that gathering, I thought that it should be let me give an overview on AI rather than what is the trend. We have the we have the remote.
So why it is
So AI is not a new top subject for computer science people. So when I was doing my PhD, uh, 1995, so I was in this AI and all that. Then we did some course and all that, and we thought that AI is going to take over the world, but somehow it's again slowly the AI research has come down. Okay. A lot of funding, a lot of expectation from industry on AI. Like they thought a lot of experts will come into the market. Uh, so AI field started simultaneously more or less at from the same time when computer science started. Basically. Okay. So way back in 1958, we say Alan Turing has brought up paper. Can machines think, or can we bring intelligence to the computer? Okay. So that was the starting of, we can say that AI is the starting point for it. Then soon after 1958 and all that, there was a workshop organized in the government. Then people thought about that, what should be and all that. That is the first time the AI word is tossed. Artificial intelligence word first tossed in that workshop. Okay. So Alan Turing and Von Neumann, we know that Newton is the father of computer science in terms of architecture. First computer architectures, automation architectures. So basically, then okay. So this is my plan. So basically, I just try to give you some glimpse of what these various terms, how the AI works and all that. Because nowadays I see a lot of people, my students, my own computer science students and all that coming, and they say that they do things based on AI. They are assuming that AI means something it will do like AI, right? So it's something like a intelligent system which anything can do. So basically is that is the concept people are having that and it was driven to the mindset of people. AI is also a program like any other program. Right? So this program is different from the other computer programming how to do it. Only thing is we incorporate a bit of learning capability. Okay. So then we see that once the learning capability is being given to the computers, then it's doing wonders. You know, that just I give you a overview of it. Okay, you're able to hear me, all of you. Okay, so if you see the general definition, basically, what is intelligence, right? Can you define intelligence in one word? Any of you? No, it is not possible, right? Intelligence, you see that I just run this exercise in the class. Each person in his concept, intelligence means something else. Somebody says smart, should be smart. Somebody says speak nicely. Somebody says that comprehend things very well. Somebody says score good marks. Somebody says something else, right? So intelligence, the word, the, there is no single definition for the intelligence, but in generally we can say that somebody says the general we can define that the ability to acquire knowledge and use it, right? Then we have to define what is knowledge. And so, okay. So at the top level, but we just see the various definitions, how it has gone and how the AI field has evolved over a period of time, different perspectives. See that. And artificial is not natural, right? It is produced by some effort. So that's it. So not originated naturally. So these two words, if we put that, artificial intelligence means that it's a study that enables computer to be intelligent. It's a part of computer science designed for computer systems to exhibit computer systems to exhibit human intelligence, right? The capability of computers given so that it will exhibit human intelligence. Then we have to present it to what is it. Say that. So we can summarize that study of intelligent part concerned with humans is also intelligence and represent those actions using computers is some okay. So because we want it. So making computers dirty, right? So intelligence can be thinking, or intelligence can be talking, intelligence can be painting. Yeah. So intelligence can be different for different people, right? Once upon a time, intelligence, when we wanted to define that, we used to have people there. It's an intelligence quotient we are defined, right? Some time back. It's only a little bit of analytical capabilities of people and mathematics and all that. People used to measure intelligence earlier based on that intelligence quotient, right? But today, if we talk that intelligence is not just quotient, there is a other things also like managing your emotions, balancing your emotions. A lot of now the intelligence quotient has been defined in different ways. Okay. So automation of activities, we discussed it, human thinking, decision making, learning, all this also is a part of it. Okay. It's an art of creating. So it is not of creating machines that perform functions require that function which requires some intelligence, like if it is being done by people. So then the study of mental faculties through the use of computational systems. So these are not all. So many things are, but anyhow, just I'm trying to summarize into these slides. So AI study basically we we see that AI is also covering now machine learning. We are talking about deep learning. These are all different fields actually. Today, why AI is strong basically because when 80s and 90s, there were so many other fields did not evolve. But whereas today, 2000, you see that there's a lot of fields which have evolved and a lot of computational power available to you on the fly, like cloud and all that. And then there's a big data. Big data is a science. Big data evolved from 2015 onwards. Big data word we never heard before. And from 2015 onwards, the new science called big data science. Right? So all these things put together, yeah, AI became very outreach. Again, it came back, right? Because it needs all those things. So now, actually, machine learning is also another field which we study with learning algorithms and all that. It's also a little bit of learning. So, but now today is AI, machine learning, deep learning, all they put together like an intelligence software. Right? So machine learning is nothing but an art of studying various algorithms that learn algorithms the capability of learning. Right? So based on all of that, there is some pattern in the data that were identified. In the machine learning, what it does is, in normal computer science, if you see the computer programming, the input is your program, output is some result, right? Normal computer science. But whereas in the machine learning and this one, we give the data. We know the output data, right? And we give that AI data in output data, and machine-based systems, what it has to do, it has to find out the patterns, right? It has to find out what is there. So infer based on the data, whatever available. Like earlier, sometime back we said classical inference and all that we used to do now. So the deep learning is basically but another subfield of that, which was also a field which evolved over a period of time, like neural networks and all that, right? So all these today, the machines are powerful machines are there with your deep learning algorithms and like GPU machines and all that. There's parallel systems, right? So parallel computing is available on fly today, and a lot of data is available on fly, and all these things made today AI to come back with the vigor and rigor. Okay. So why then we are studying? Basically, the AI is an exciting computer science discipline. It was a computer science discipline, but today AI, everybody's yes need to. There is no subject, no field, engineering or the sciences or art or whatever medicine or whatever be, boom, the AI is not touching that. It's touching everyone. Now everybody's field. Once upon a time, when computer science people were studying the okay. Basically to that design systems that exhibit intelligence. So no clear single definition. Intelligence is an abstract thinking, sense awareness. There are so many different. We just quickly in one slide, I will see that. And like if you say it's a small question, scoring marks is a small problem of you. Evaluation of how do you do the evaluation of intelligence? Choose a criteria to categorize participants. Scoring at some level, is it intelligent? Yes, earlier we used to think that, right? Scoring people cross. Or scoring equal score in given time, like in IITs and all that. It is not the question that everybody given such a time they will do it, right? So given doing things in given time, right? There is a lot of pressure. People subjecting you to a lot of pressure. So is that is intelligent or how we accurate the answers? We don't care. Some when you go for research interviews and all that, they don't look into that how many questions you ask. They're looking for that accurate depending on. So the evaluation process. So the their different level, their, different things they count. Okay. Similarly, we just say in the class, bringing an umbrella, is it an rational rationalness doing the right thing, right? Is it intelligent? Yeah, it is intelligent provided you have some other things like your weather prediction and then that. Suppose you are not heard the weather prediction, you don't believe the weather prediction. So 10, 20 years back, we used to believe the weather predictions when they say, right? Because they say that they reflect things like that. Because at that time we don't have more food systems where the required number of. So the intelligence definition we also coupled with rationality. Correct? Rationality means doing it right at this moment of time. So it depends on the context, right? Doing right thing in a same thing, you do it at a different time, that may not be intelligent. But doing it in a different context may be intelligent. Okay. So you see that type of intelligence. Once upon a time, intelligence. What is intelligence? People used to say that reading is a good capability of reading, comprehending. Somebody say very nice handwriting. People used to say, right? Very beautiful handwriting, a lot of marks because there's an impression he carries with the teacher and that. So, or is it a good decision making? Okay, or problem solving capability? You can define that intelligence. The response to your questions, like quiz and all that, right? People, how quickly you answer that with this question. And or driving, or is it any other action, or any other how we define the intelligence, right? So then, initially people used to say mathematics and all that. That if you do things very well, you're good in mathematics, you're intelligent. Later, people said that this concept came human intelligence. What is human intelligence? Right? Anything that human does, either through a formal training or informal training, is called human intelligence. Okay. And then, sometime later part, we started hearing about emotional intelligence. Right? Like what is emotional intelligence? The balance, balancing yours. Right? So if somebody comes and then holds you left and right, you have seen that the public law, right? If somebody says one word, another will say two words, right? And you are lost. Suppose you have important action to do. Suppose you have to go to a fight and catch somebody, and you are driving somebody to come and hit, and then you are, if you ask yourself, then you are lost. Okay. So any action or reaction to an event through activity without a formal or informal training, that's not emotional. That's why we used to say leaders are there. Okay. Typically, the knowledge that a person gains either through formal training or informal training or over a period of time, is also called considered. So then, keep today if we find the intelligence, artificial intelligence, what it is means an alternative for human intelligence or an emotional intelligence. A substitute for human intelligence or emotional intelligence or replacement of say, people used to say a lot of companies you see that very senior people with it, correct? And they take a lot of salary, correct? But they will not be if you see that the person at the entry level and that person at the senior level. Yes, but the person your manager, the manager, and his manager will get much more higher salary, right? And the person who is sitting at the decision making will get much higher salary, right? So why so they're not doing like the other people doing, but it's not actually. When you take certain decisions and all that, you have to take decisions based on a lot of foresight and all, right? Foresight and all that we talked about earlier. Then how that to be captured here? So we now got a lot of mathematics, decision theory, and all that came in the I mean later part of the after mathematics and all that. All this being used in decision making and all. So intelligence, when we say that like a lot of words, ability to interact with the world, right? Like good speech. That's also convention. So interaction with the world, can be speech or vision or motion or manipulation. All this can be considered as intelligence. Or ability to model the world and reason about it. So when we go into the world, we get a lot of perception, right? We see a lot of things and how well we react, right? And what we see is like a perception we call it the intelligent systems, and based on how you react, same things. Okay, if you see a great Mahan yogis and swamis, they will also see the world. The same world exists to them, and same way they view the world exists to them. But the way he reacts and the way all ordinary people react is different. So that's the reaction. The ability to model the world, and because when we see the world, we model in ourselves. So we develop our model based on our experience, based on how much knowledgeable we are and all that. Based on that, we reason. Okay. So the reasoning capability. Intelligence is called the reasoning capability. And ability to learn. And similarly, you can learn from the ability to learn and adapt to situation. Intelligence. Okay. So we have seen that. the ability to acquire knowledge and all this is what we are seeing. Okay. Why is basically that we wanted that we develop intelligent systems. That's why we are studying. Okay. So this slide was not. So if we define now the intelligence, it's a quick and accurate response to stimulus. Stimulus is what you perceive. Okay. So ability to interact with words like speech or the capabilities of speech, vision, ability to model the world and reason about it, all this we can define it as intelligence. So keeping all this, like when we started developing the intelligence systems, we started looking into the computer science people started looking into that, how to define the intelligence and all that, and what is that we have the ability to do that. So when we get that, then intelligence simultaneously in the world, there are different research need and develop systems that are intelligent. Right? So all these we can group it is part. Like systems that think like human beings are intelligent systems. Our systems that think rationally are the intelligent. Some people with that as the background they develop intelligent systems. Some people develop with it. There are four quadrants, right? Systems that act like human beings are systems that act rationally, systems that think like human beings, are systems that think rationally. These are the four points. You can put the whole of the AI research in the last. So there are different type of systems based on this philosophy of design model based on where okay. So here basically this thought process is quadrant, thinking or acting, or how do we measure the success if this human human humanly the measurement of success is basically more humanly or more rational. Rational means like a is dictator, right? What we do, we do it. There's nothing like human action, right? So the rational is doing the right thing. Like rationality, we can be able to define that and all that. So developing the systems that are rational, that means what is right, right? So the right definition basically you have to the systems have to understand that. Okay. So that's how the four quadrants the AI has developed in these four lines, four models. There are models of AI, basically. And then based on people looking into the development of AI in these four quadrants, right? So the systems are built like to build computers that behave like humans. We need to model inside the computer with or without with our way of thinking. Either need to understand what makes human being intelligent, or need to understand how our decision making process works. Right? So then the AI development has taken from two lines. One is top-down approach, other one is bottom-up approach. Right? In the top-down approach, basically we said like modeling that what is reasoning and knowledge based, knowledge and all this, right? We develop the knowledge based systems. Okay, how do you represent the knowledge, whatever you are getting and all that. Then based on that and how to develop the reasoning system. This is the top-down approach of AI has taken place. At the same time, bottom-up approach, right? Like how a human thinks, human neurons. We started looking into that. Basically, we modeled the human neurons and then how we actually the fundamental computing ability of our human brain is the neuron. Right? We started seeing that. Then mathematical we tried to and this is the bottom of the book. Model simplest element of brain is a neuron. So build artificial neural networks inside a computer and try to teach it how to solve problems. This is the different. This is the AI development has taken place from these both efforts. Because AI field is similar to the computer science last 30 to 60 years has taken place and different people in different parts of the globe they're so the study of AI is different for different people, right? Computational models of human programs that operate like the way humans do that are computational systems that feel like intelligent systems like how the behavioral patterns are taken care. or develop the systems that behave rationally. These are the these are the various models. Modeling the computers exactly like humans actually think like. That's how the cognitive models of the like your vision, speech, all these things evolved from these cognitive models. The computers. Okay, cognitive models of human reasoning and modeling exactly how humans actually act. Okay, that is basically you're talking about the human behavior patterns that and are modeling how ideal agent should like the rationality you brought it. Rational is ideal should be about balancing both, right? Or modeling how ideal agent should act like. All these are various approaches which have taken place in the AI last 60 years. Modern AI basically talks about engineering approaches. Success is judged based on how well the agent performs. Like, and also it's also inspired by the cognitive neuroscience approaches. That is the human brain and then how what is psychology and people we also look into the psychology and all this right the development of the yeah. So these are the those various goals of like study of mental faculties and all that, creating in the emotions and all that. So study the computation that make possible to perceive perception. Okay, the computer should be able to perceive. Computer is not intelligent like a human being, but thing is we should be able to give the perception capability to the computers and reasoning capability to the computers and acting capability to the computers. Or and also it should be able to emulate intelligent behavior. The computer should be able to emulate intelligent behavior. And then, so basically, it's about automation with the intelligent behavior. The computers is one of the. Okay. Then we have defined the term rationality. I'll use word cat. Okay. Rationality is defined as doing the good thing, doing the right thing is called rationality. Okay. Then rational systems we have developed, rational based systems. Like we the forecast for rain, bringing an umbrella is rational or not. We can say show that bringing an umbrella is a stupid thing, or at the same time it's an intelligent thing, right? Suppose somebody believes that okay, season it may rain, so every day he brings an umbrella, then people will mock it, correct? So all these things, okay. What is rational depending on the so totally rational systems, there are limitations, right? For developing the rational systems for computers, basically that means should be evaluate all possible scenarios. Correct? Computer should be able to evaluate all possible scenarios, and then take a decision what is right. That means this is a computationally intensive challenge, right? So there are a lot of algorithms. There is the exhaustive search algorithms and all of that. And then you need very powerful computers and infinite amount of computation power. Then it is very possible that ideally rational systems can. So there are always constraints, right? So, so to find, for example, just play finding the best action among all possible options. Sometimes, if you calculate that, is a problem, non-polynomial computational time. Okay. So that's why we compromise and then limited rationality. We started to the system. So the rational system basically we talk about computer AI. We talk about intelligent agent. Okay. What is an agent? Agent it has an, it will be there will be environment for all of us. From environment, the agent system will be perceived the environment. Okay, this is called perception. Perception is the input to the computer. And based on the percepts, your computer program, black box, just take some decision. Take that's the output to the that means environment. The environment is perceived through the percepts of the computer, and there will be a AI-based program at the center, at the core, and it takes certain decisions, and then the decisions are getting implemented by some actuator. That's what intelligent. So the agent is a function from what it is doing, it is mapping the percept history, the things are got shown to actions. So that is what your AI based system does. And mathematically, we are showing that here. So designing the best programs given a machine resources is a challenge. This we have already seen. So, now from these four quadrants, there are people who have defined in the early computers, intelligence, different from that perspective. The existing so people said they're calling it quadrant four, that is, they're developing that. For them, the intelligent system means exciting new effort to make computers think. Machines with minds. Is this what is called intelligence? They thought that. If you say from the other side, the computational intelligence is study of design of intelligent systems for the people in quadrant four. And if you see in the people in the quadrant four, the art of creating machines that perform functions that require intelligence when performed by people. Okay. So from that context, the intelligent AI systems will be developed over a period of time. Various definitions for intelligence. So in then how do we say that a system is so like we are developing the intelligent systems? How do we say that this is an intelligent system you are developing? Like Turing has proposed a test called Turing test. Even today, this was proposed long time back, but even today, this Turing test stands good to say that the system you have developed is intelligent. Like what we do is that, like there will be a system like you're gone for an interview, suppose they should that. There will be a judge in a different room, and there will be two rooms where one is a computer system, and there will be another human person. So this person will be asking the quiz, like a quiz master will be asking the questions, and then based on what you hear, and either of these two people, either it is computer system answers or the person answers. So depending on if I am right, the judge is not able to find out the answer came from a machine or from a person. If that so initially we are able to say, oh, this is a human being. We are able to do it. But today it's not possible. You might be fooling somebody. You don't know whether the result is real or it's in a bot, right? Bot is answering you, right? Today, so the Turing test is being used for testing the intelligence. So to pass the Turing test, these are the capabilities. Earlier, it used to be the question, it used to appear like a text only, and then based on that. But today, the questions can be create questions, audio, video, and all that. Answers also can be on, right? So these are the capabilities came from natural language processing. So natural language processing is one of the very complex tasks for computer science earlier. Till 2000 time frame and all that 2000 right 2000, 2010 2012 time frame we didn't have the natural language processing done by computers. But today, you see that your computers are capable of NLP systems. Okay, so natural language communication like a human being, like voice and all that, and then knowledge representation capability is available to the computers, and automated reasoning capability and machine learning capability. They're all the this one today for Turing test to pass. That means it should represent the so they have given the computation capability, the computation capability. There is some in your guidance program. There is somebody talking about one day computers speech and computers vision. Discussing about that. Okay. Okay. So based on that, you can see that definition is a little bit systems how the computer is being the intelligent systems being developed over a period of time. I'm skipping this. Awesome. So the Oxford Dictionary says that AI is the study of ideas that enable computers to be intelligent, or AI is the part of computer science concerned with the design of computing systems that exhibit human intelligence. That concerns Oxford Dictionary. Okay. So, what are the fields that contributed to the AI? There are many fields that contributed. Philosophy, right? So from philosophy we got the logic. So then we now the computers we are given the logic. Okay. So we talked about the first order logic, second order logic. Earlier it is calculus. Okay. So logic basically talks about the method of reasoning the human brain. How do we reason? So mind as a physical system, the foundations of learning, language, rationality, all these are the contributions of the philosophy, right? Aristotle was a very great philosopher. We used to think that, right? So the way he used to think, he used to see the world different from the others, right? So then mathematics, they contributed like the mathematical proofs, algorithms, computations, decidability, tractability, probability theory, how the probability theory basically talks about uncertainty, how to handle the uncertainty, right? The day-to-day life, when we see the world, there's a lot of uncertainty. There is nothing like everything is clear-cut definitions, right? Especially medical science, if you see that. So the medical science, the doctors handle a lot of uncertainty, right? So how the computers can handle uncertainty is based on your probability and all that. So that's why mathematics also contributed. Economics. So from economics, there is utility theory and decision theory and rational agent. All these are designed in the AI-based system, and economics has contributed to that. So neuroscience, how the human neurons are, how they function, how the brain thinks, and all that is being contributed from the neurosciences. So people started modeling the neurons as information element. There's no artificial neural net. Artificial neural net means it's like a processing element we start modeling. That's how the neural network. There's a decision making systems. Deep neural network. Then cognitive science contributed from how the people behave, how they perceive, how they process the information, how they represent knowledge, how the knowledge is represented in the brain and all that. We taken care from the computer. And computer engineering has contributed how to build parts, how to build engineering into that, right? So like operating systems, all these things are the computer science contributions. And control theory. Control theory is before computer science. Control theory was the it's not like an automated system, like a feedback system and all that. We have feedback system, human system, right? So control system contributed like a feedback. When the robot moves, right? It has to perceive this scenario, takes the feedback. And if you don't take the feedback, then okay, obstacle, right? And what? So when we see when we perceive an obstacle, what we do? We take the feedback, then we change, right? Change our all these things we given to the context. Okay. And the linguistics, the languages, right? The language and all the grammar. So I'll skip the how mathematics contributed to and all that economics. The economics side, decision theory is a new outcome that way. Utility theory and then mathematics is a bit of and the probability theory coupled with the utility theory became a decision theory. And all the decision making systems came into this one. Started now using it for this stock market and all that. We have seen a lot of AI-based systems nowadays. You are seeing that, right? So the stock market is a decision making very complex. We have to take a decision and time, right? A lot of us we lose whether to now sell my shares or not, or if I wait for some more time, that stock may increase. If I don't sell it in time, again the share market may collapse. So take it. Okay. So decision theory, decision making systems, they came in the 2000s and all that, and all this are contributed. Then the game theory, that is okay. The game theory is another science which is evolved in the recent times, and operation research is of course the older this one. Like each of these fields, how they have contributed to the AI. This is quite short. Then computer engineering basically talks about, we talked about computers. When we make that, initially computers means computing. Computing means number crunching. Computer science one. Then later we thought that we developed certain computers which are doing only fixed capabilities. Like you're not able to program capabilities, they're not there for computers. Then later, from 1950s and all that, then we started that the computer which if you program which capability is there, you can make general purpose, not a computer which is being developed, development is 4 to 5 years, and it cannot be used for it, right? So that's how the programming capability. Then after programming, we have seen the high level programming, low level programming, operating systems. All these fields have evolved in the last 15 years, right? So all these things are being used now. Uh, yeah. So then control the in that. So using AI systems like more powerful and useful computers. Computers not only just for some program and giving some numbers out. Okay. You can do AI-based systems. They are used being everywhere. It is being used. AI-based medicine. It helps the doctors. There are systems which can do automated monitoring, right? The automated systems are there, and the virtual reality is also there. Immersion, deep immersion, all these things. New improved interfaces to what we are able to solve new problems. You have seen that the Chandrayaan, right? Chandrayaan 3, lot of tension, right? In the last moment. Why? Because this environment there is not like a fixed this one. You can program it here and then send it. No, it has to do take the measurement there, take a decision. We are successful. India became successful because of missions go failure. And because we have built an AI based rover and all that. Okay. So the rovers and all that have the new solve new problems that because we do not know the environment where these things are working in the deep sea, deep space and all that. So we put AI-based systems. Like a better handling of information and reviewing of information overload. Information overload is same works if a human being does repeatedly, it becomes monotone, right? And he gets bored with the job, right? So that type of jobs you can give it to the system. It does very fast, very accurate, irrespective of the human. That's like morning human being works differently, and evening he works differently, night he works different, right? So that problem is not there for computer. Okay. That is information. Conversion information knowledge. Okay. So is also that we talk about in the AI and all that. Right? So these are the AI-based systems means we have the capability of search capability, logic capability. Logic is building how we represent the knowledge into the systems, and then how the your computer is able to get the learning. So all these are the subtopics of the AI-based systems. Like how do you do the planning? How do you solve the problem by searching across? Bottommost is we are able to get the natural language for the system vision capability was given to computers. Nobody's capability was given, and we are able to build the expert systems. So these are the various subtopics of AI. Understand? So the role of knowledge in AI is basically knowledge-based systems. We said that knowledge engineering and all that is being part of the AI-based system, and the knowledge can be declared like a declarative knowledge and procedural knowledge. Non-declarative is you give a statement, right? Simple statement like this, right? Don't do this, don't do that, and all this is declarative knowledge, right? Then procedural knowledge based on the models you develop based on your experience and all that, you develop a knowledge differently, right? The knowledge experience people know. Okay. So procedure knowledge can be implemented. Initially, the expert systems which were developed is based on the regulated, that is rules. The AI-based systems, these rule-based systems we designed, right? If this rule, this is action. If this rule, these conditions are meeting, this is the. So that's how the expert systems were built in 1990s and all that. But how many rules you can put that? If you, even a small simple problem, if you see that the table which the rules you have to make is almost like infinite number of rules. And no computers can accommodate infinite number of rules, right? So that's why the AI-based systems initially they failed because we designed only rule-based systems. But today we given the knowledge-based like knowledge implementation and then reasoning capability, even the computers are reasoning, right? Suppose we say he is his friend, he is his friend. Then that means A is equal to B's friend, B is equal to C's friend. We can infer that AI can be a friend of C. right? So like that, you are all Facebook and all that, like friends request and all that. And there are nowadays you buy something on the computer, there's a recommender system on the computer. Maybe this product is also maybe useful. You might not use the best. There are recommender systems. Like all these things are in what you have to come out about the period. Okay. Then planning is basically deciding what right actions at the right time. That is what the planning is. Okay. And planning capability is being incorporated by computers. And learning basically. Okay. So then people started looking at the learning. What do you mean by learning? And say, like giving some examples, and based on that, so we train, right? The teacher trains you. Then later he will give you some problems and ask you to do the answers. Then based on your answers, he will tell is it right or correct. That is a non-conventional learning. That initially that then later. So as you once you go into the field, your learning will be yourself. There is no teacher, right? That is right or wrong. So everything when you are there, the parents or the systems are there to you and they teach you. So similarly, the learning computers is it training based? There based on that there are a lot of learning supervised learning mentors and all. So learning is a system going to the. So how do we generate the new facts? The learning-based system basically talks about that how explorative the computers are. Explorative means so whatever I have programmed, for that it behaves fine, right? Then for a child, if I say that, hey, don't touch the flame, correct? Because mother has the knowledge that if you touch the flame, it will burn. But the child, he may take, some children may take that guidance and then do that. But some children, no, they will go and touch it. They learn by it. Okay? They're exploring it. Similarly, we go for some place and then not that we go to that place straight and come back. Right? Explore this place or that. So that capability also we want for the education system, the computers and all. So that's how we generate new facts, code, or generate new concepts of the learning capability. This capability we have to how to distinguish and how to handle the new environment. And then interacting with the environment. This is the capability. Like basically interacting with this, like concepts can be textual concepts or vision or images and all that, right? So Alan Turing is the father of computer science, we can say that, right? He was born and his first paper is the almost like we can view the computers. And he's very intelligent guy. But anyhow, he was he didn't die, he was killed basically, right? So by the London. So this is the first paper of this. So origin of human, and he said to this psychology and philosophy this whether computing machinery and this is it, whether the computing machines whether the computers can think. This paper basically talks about that and this will be given origin and later the conference what they said that lot on the workshop where all these people assembled and the first day is word being taught here. Uh, there are a lot of there is a lot of history as this that. And they say in the 90s, we thought that a lot of intelligence systems are going to come and all that, but suddenly the field died. And again, the field again started coming from 2012 onwards. Basically. We went to a conference, supercomputing conference. Yes. There, the first what it is, normally we used to say earlier, we have slides we used to make. We used to make slides and then project it, whatever presentations earlier. Okay. So he put a camera on the slides and taken this one. And instead of his talk, the keynote speaker is a, I think some Japanese guy came. And instead of his talking, the system started talking about it. He just put the camera on this one. He took the slide. Then the slides are changing. The system is the big claps from the audience and all that. So again, then he said they basically the national language capability and all that being computers. So during those days, it was not anymore. Okay. So various topics are being so this is like if you see the Gartner, see how these people know that what area is upcoming areas and all that. This is Gartner hype cycle, all of you. Every 2 years these people will put this Gartner hype cycle. And today if you see that lot of topics which are the hype topic. Hype means which lie in this region. Those are the topics which the whole entire world will be looking at. So a lot of funding will be there from the government side, a lot of funding will be there from private side, and all. A lot of people focusing here using edge-based computing. Right? AI itself is good now. Generative AI. There's so many AIs like that. Right? Human-centric AI, application-centric AI, model-centric AI. The AI is not just earlier it's only AI is one word. Right? If you see long term, if you see that in AI is one word, it is within that. But then, see, basically any technology originated will be like here, like casual AI, then AI engineering. These are all in the labs, these technologies which are being worked on. And then when the technology little matures, this is some years, then it comes to the height. That means you have developed certain lot of theory, lot of developed systems and all that, lot of funding with their government, they develop some systems. After that, this hype it will go to that during this time. The systems are available to AI, right? And all that, right? The computer vision, all that. Yeah, the earlier computer vision used to be here. You see in 80s and all that. Computer now computer vision based systems are available. So this is the Gartner cycle which everybody uses. Okay, then the development of AI become taken in the different directions, quality AI, non-quality and all that. These are some of the applications quickly. This is how the AI-based system, IBM's Deep Blue, it has met the Grandmaster, Gary Kasparov, first time in 1996, and the upgrade version. This one later, the Blue Gene computer is a normal computer, 5,000 process inside. Okay, IBM Blue Gene and all that. They use that. You know this rover, the Chandrayaan and all that we are planning and executing. So rover, mission on the Mars and all that. Okay. Then autonomous planning, you have seen the Hubble telescope and all that, where these systems are being incorporated. And here recently also there is a large telescope and all that. So in medicine is being used here is to open this gap and all that. Now precisely I can do a small hole and all that. There is evaluate it and then image enhancement. This is the various applications and transportation autonomous vehicle. We have seen the autonomous vehicles and all that. Pedestrian detection, obstacle avoidance, how we do there. And there are a lot of robotic bikes developers and immersive games nowadays everybody is enjoying that. Right? So there are many applications, AI-based applications. Right? So bioinformatics, text classification, video image, music composition, natural language processing. Okay. So this actually, I advise you. Actually, she's a German speaker. Basically, she knows only German. That she gives some talks on, but she cannot talk other than. But now what they did is AI-based. She can deliver in any ways. Beautifully. Now she can address in anything. Actually, physical video, physically the presence of her will be there in that language. Because all clubbed, right? The speech senses and all that being clubbed and all. Okay. You take time. Okay. Many applications. 1991 Gulf War is basis. A lot of parents nowadays is being used. And we've seen there are a lot of movies came. You have seen a lot of movies where AI-based system will be mastering the whole people, correct? And yes, being used in the market everywhere. A lot of systems are being used. Okay, with this I will close my talk. Any questions are there? Because see, I didn't cover the other topics. I thought first some foundations required. That's why I talked a little. Yeah, thank you.
I am assured that you have gained good knowledge about artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, information about the use of AI in various fields in our day-to-day life, ability to interact, model the world, the reasoning capability, and ability to interact with the world. Advantages and disadvantages of AI, the role of knowledge in AI and applications of AI. Thank you, sir, for giving us your precious time in your busy schedule. Now, I would like to render a vote of thanks. I would like to thank management for giving us an opportunity to conduct the faculty development and empowerment program. Thank you, honorable authorities. I would like to thank Principal Dr. Janet Mary Coates, Principal, Eastern College of Higher Education, for her constant support. Thank you, madam. I would like to thank HODs of all departments, faculties from various colleges, fellow members, conveners, organizers, and my dear students. Thank you, one and all. Thank you all. Now I request the gathering to go for a tea break, 10 minutes time, and come back to the next second session. And the tea is
When the speaker is going to take the next session. Tell the source person.
we have our next resource person. So please come back within 10 minutes for the next session. I request the participants to